how are we? I hope you're doing well. Hope it's been a great. I look very green. I just updated my MacBook to whatever iOS, the thing, and it's got a beach background and it's very green, so I'm looking very there. I'll put a white thing on there. I just looked really odd in there. I was like, oh, that's a really strange thing. It's casting its look on me. But anyhow, whatever. No big deal. I hope everybody's doing good. I had a pretty okay week, I guess. I mean, maybe it was not bad. I'm wearing that lip product today. But I'm not wearing anything on my face yet. But I wanted to follow up, and I wanted to thank Sarah, and I'll link her channel down below. She's got a great beauty channel. I'm not a beauty girl, but she is, and I will link her channel. She commented and told me how easy it is to do the Sephora returns, and I was able to do that. So yeah, there's no Sephora store close to me, and the Kohl's do not take. So that was the other thing I mentioned last week. So Sephora inside Kohl's will not take online returns, just whatever you buy at their store. So that kind of sucks, but whatever. At least this seemed really easy. So I just had to go into my account, initiate a return, and sent me the label, and I just had to find a place to drop it off. It is on its way back. Hopefully everything will be taken care of, and fabulous times. But thank you again, Sarah, and I appreciate that. And then we'll move on to the other person who helped me out, was Miss Marianne. So I placed the order for the Dior stick. This is the Forever, and I think Sarah also said this is good as well. So I did hear about this a while back, but this shade, the CR, for whatever reason, Dior.com, which is where I like to purchase my Dior because of the points and the loyalty, doesn't ever have this color, my color, in stock for some reason. And I had watched it for a while and just kind of, I was like, oh, it's not coming back in stock. I guess I'll, buy it later. And I completely had space that it even existed and gone back to it because I have my concealer and I was using that. So anyway, so it reminded me that it exists. So I ended up, and I posted in my community about Nordstrom having their 15% off a lot of beauty brands this last the last weekend, and I think it went through Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember the day that it expired, but so I saw it and it was on sale and they had it in stock, so I ordered it and it got here, and I just haven't opened it to test it out. This is literally where it's at, but I have a feeling it's going to, ooh, wow, it just fell right out of its case. Oh, that's weird. I'm assuming that's did it break? What the heck? So, okay. I wonder if it's defective. That is very strange. Is it meant? Oh, yeah, it was loose. I had to knock it back down into place. I will mess with it later, but it's really nice packaging, but that was very disconcerting to see it just kind of not be stable. So anyway, I'll test that out and see how it works out. It has a little CD logo on it. Very intriguing. Maybe a little stain in there. Huh. If yours came like that, I'm curious. Just let me know. So I'm excited to try that out. Anywho, as I go on for 5 minutes about concealer and foundation sticks, I do love the ease of that product, and I'm hoping that will work out. But if not, I have my concealer and I have my process, and that will be just fine. So thank you again. Moving on. my video this last week was about the Louis Vuitton, I have it right here, Louis Vuitton guidebook, and, you know, all the major cities that they have, because I'll be going on my little trip here in a few weeks. Only probably about 15 pages in so far, but I've been reading it kind of like on a break. I'll grab it and just read a page, or, you know, just take a few moments to really digest it. So I've been trying to do that instead of getting on my phone constantly. But of course, you know, bad habits die hard. I haven't been doing it as regularly. So that's my goal for the next 2-3 weeks, basically, is on breaks and lunches and stuff, is to take the time to read that, take notes, and plan for the trip. And then I got to start thinking about packing. But what I really have to do, pretty hardcore, I did it a couple weeks ago. I started looking at the advent calendars that had been coming out, because Vlogmas will be here before we know it. And I've only seen a few videos about what's out there. Most of them are in the UK, but I think a couple of the Sephora Sephora came out, and maybe Body Shop came out. But not a whole lot has been released as far as the US versions, so not a whole lot to see. But those usually come and go real fast, so I have to buy them now so I have them for December. So if you know of any that are must-haves or should be getting, should consider getting this year, let me know. Costco did have the one for the pups, so I need to go pick that one up. Just a giant box. I didn't want to pick it up last weekend, but it is in stock, so I will pick one up for the children. And that's about the only one that I know for a fact I'm definitely going to get. So yeah, it's almost, you know, time. October, and before we know it, it's the holidays. So with that being said, we have a nail check. We just did the Flake Taco. Very basic type of manicure. I think I want to do something a little bit more fall this week. I have my coffee weather sweatshirt on. It's very cozy and very fun, and I'm so excited that the temperatures are now under 75. It was 85 on Tuesday, which was not pleasant, but the nights have gotten cool. It's been nice to just kind of easing on into a great time of year in my opinion. I love fall. I love winter. These are my times. This is my time of year. So I'm really excited to move into this time. So we'll pick out nail polish. We'll pick out the fragrances and the like. And we'll talk about the bag that we're going to choose for this week. And I'll wrap it up again. So I will see you over there. Yeah. We're over here at the fragrance counter. Yay! Cheer myself on. This was a good week. I really enjoyed wearing just about, I enjoyed everything on the hair. I really like Vanilla 28. I'm getting to the near bottom of this particular jar, but I have another one of the tall, thin bottles that Sephora sells, so it's not like I'm out of that one. But I really enjoy that. Love the chocolate Montal, chocolate greedy. There's another fragrance from them I want to pick up. I have Intense Cafe, and that one didn't quite live up to what I was looking for. But I know that there's another gourmand from them that I've been meaning to pick up. So I need to get either a sampler or another one of their fragrances. Jo Malone, Mirror Tonka. Pretty intense, but pretty in my opinion. Liked wearing a Trop Revs. Wore that a couple times this week. Just one of my favorites in this special Murakami bottle. And then last but not least, I did Amber Nuit from Dior in my atomizer. And this has pretty much been sprayed empty, so I'm going to refill it. And then I think this bottle will be just about used up. So that was the tray of the week. I'm going to pick out a new tray and we'll be right back. And we're back. All right, so I think there's some similarity here, at least sort of. There's vanilla throughout a couple of these, at least 3 of these. I believe Tiara has some vanilla in it too, but maybe I'm misremembering the notes on Tiara. But anywho, we're going to go with Orchidee Vanille from Van Cleef's and Arpels, Vanilla Skin from Phlur, which is a lighter type of scent from that brand. I have to go into a team day this week, so the Wood Sage and Sea Salt is out for that day. And then I've got the YSL Libre in Intense and Regular. I got that, I believe it was holiday last year. I can't remember. And I have only worn it like once since I got it. So I want to try them out and see which one I like better. I believe I like the Intense better than the regular, but regardless, they're on the tray. So it's technically 5 cents, but 2 versions there. So that is the tray of the week. Okay, so I mentioned that I had the fallen Flake taco on this week. I think I want to keep that out and go with what I was talking about last week with either this green or maybe this purple to go into that fall type of look, and then use this on top of one of them. I kind of want to do the green, but since I'm going in the office, am I going to get like side-eye from because I have green nails? I don't know. I think it's kind of fun. The other option is burgundy. So that's where my conundrum is. Which one? Kind of like the purple. Purple is my jam, but burgundy would be more calm. And of course, there's also a Skittles mani, or I could do like several shades. What else do I have that's fall looking? Maybe one nail that's brown. This is too much thought. Probably the burgundy. And green on a fun day. Yeah, we're going green. We're going green. We're going to see how it wears. Worst case scenario, I'll do a quick mani of burgundy the night before to fix. We're going green. Green is Modest Moss. And that will be the color of the week. Snoring mama. All right. So we carried the Louis Vuitton Citadine Tote GM. Oops, sorry mama. And I'm going to trip over you. Empreinte for leather. A beautiful bag and a pretty lovely carry for the week. I should carry it more, but you know, because I have more bags than I probably should, I don't carry it as much as I should. So let's take everything out that we carried this week. Ourselves. Did I dump all my makeup out? Apparently I left the thing undone. Okay, so yeah, that's everything. A lovely carry. If you can get one with the pouch, you will love it. I'm going to find a bag for this week, get this one put away, and be right back. Okay, I found a bag that I haven't carried in almost a year. Yeah, I think it's been almost a year. And it's one of my favorite ones. It was in my backdrop for quite some time. The Ralph Lauren Farrah satchel, top handle, and I should really clean up my mess here. Had it put up way up high up there and kind of misshapen the handle, but well, get figured out. So twist lock closure, and then it has a crossbody strap inside. Incredibly spacious. I've mentioned this before. It's a small but mighty bag. They have multiple sizes. This is the medium size. I didn't be called the large technically, but it's not the small. The small is about like that, so significantly smaller. But I really love. There's a slip pocket here, the compartment, zip pocket. Apparently I've left a bunch of cash in there. Didn't miss it. Another compartment, and then a zip here in the back, and then back there is a magnetic slip, very roomy back pocket. Hi Mama, can you stop playing? Thank you. So we will carry all of the usual stuff. I put these back in. I have to go into the office on Thursday. So on Thursday, I will take this out and put it into my Neverfull, carry that into the office, leave this at home. So that's my usual protocol, is take out an item. Within here is my card case though. So that will stay, and we will fit things in. So I'm going to put this in the back. I'm going to put the phone in the back pocket. This one allows for readers, sunglasses. I don't need coin. I don't necessarily even need my pen case. I'll probably put a pen in that Coach one, which is probably what I will do, because I will have my Neverfull on Thursday. And then just put my key here in the middle. So let's put the crossbody strap on so we have it ready to go. Right, again, Coach here in the back, key in the center, both glasses up here in the front. Close that up, and then on the back we've got the phone. Carries everything that I need for the week. And then we've got this little twist lock and the adjustable strap. So the Ralph Lauren Farrah. Great bang for your buck. I want to say it's in the $250 range. You can usually pick it up for on sale. I got mine at the outlet for just under $250. I picked up my navy one for a steal on Poshmark. So if you can get one, get one. I promise you'll love it. So, bag of the week. All right, so it's a wrap. Here are the nails. Very green. Very green. I put the top coat on them, but it's not really showing up very well. So I'll put an image of what it looks like. Yeah, anyway, so that's it for this week. I have no idea what the midweek video is going to be because I haven't filmed it yet, and I don't know what, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I will tease that there might, I don't know. It's very early, but there might be a new addition to the family coming, and I'll just leave it there. It will make Pickles very happy if it all works out, but just wanted to give that update. Maybe that will be the midweek video if everything works out. We'll see where we are midweek or next week. But I will talk to you soon. Have a great week ahead. I hope it'll be a good week for you, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.